Okay, so Ashley's in the bathroom at the park. Uh, there was a school bus that hit the sign in the street earlier, and I walked around the block with a guy. It's a very long walk around 2 blocks. I'm handicapped. I'm all covered up, but I am in the bathroom. Yep, nothing's showing. Sounds like I have to poop. Yep. Okay, what is awkward? Because we bought a gram of crystal that got stolen with our permission pouch. Uh-huh. And then we waited at that park over there, and the guy never came back, and we did call the police about it, and we were told there was a time difference, but the police were still on the mark because they gave us a ticket from the other park up there that we're not allowed to be there, and we have to show up on that day. We have to find that and figure out what it was, but it was 8 o'clock in the morning. There won't be, it's the date the police said no matter what. We're just the last to know this stuff. It's ant inform ant. Oh. And Papa said, well, you just stay down there and lay eggs then. Go ahead, yes. Uh-oh. I didn't get the same amount, and I paid a full $100, and I paid the $25 that I owed because it wasn't paid for when it was stolen. Okay. I was hoping to have money in the bank if I found a place, but it'll all be spent on food this month just to make it to the 25th or the next food stamp date. All right, so I got less. Yeah, so it's not really fair. If I go to where I stay now and smoke all night and keep myself active, somebody's pulling from me. They're not supposed to, and I was free by law, and they're making a joke of it because a dragon could make the police force dance the funky chicken and forget they were officers, but that would be healthy. And they keep sliding Florence Ashman in, and she said they're gonna be submissive under Ashley, instead of pulling anything or saying that they weren't created by someone who knew better, which would be James, and asking James to support them instead of Ashley, because James doesn't like them. All right, then. And they scare Ashley's grandma, and they don't scare Ashley, but they scare James. Okay, well, I don't like that word. I don't like the word either. So basically we're alone in this, and either there's going to be dragon help and angel demon help, or there's not, but the mob of people is more dangerous. And I can't remember the difference between the guy that was a singer that is Michael Jackson's sperm donor friend, or one of Corey Taylor. They're about in the same position on two separate things. I can't remember which one is which. And we're not allowed to play each other because it's for the rest of our life. And somebody said it was made for me and nobody else, and whatever I need them to be, and I can have whatever I want because it's that kind of situation, but it won't be that way for somebody else. And I don't have the ability to think about things like that. That's not typical for me. So you'll have to freaking tell me, and then that would be y'all acknowledging that you know what I'm talking about, and then you can't just call me a dopey behind a dumpster. Hey, Ashley, I thought we was teaching you what partners is. Do you remember what partners is? Partners have backup, but partners is partners. We weren't gonna have any crappy partners. Remember, this is the best partner you can have, according to the United States, unless you go above them to the military. But the military is not the ones that are hired to deal with people in there. Whatever it is. And when I was younger, I thought y'all were people too, and y'all could go for dates, and there's just nobody cute enough. Now there's somebody cute. Now there's people cute enough, but I'm not stupid and sexy past. Wish that would have never got brought up. But if you're going to claim all of Ashley's property and call it back, you're going to have to be in the husband position. Right. And that's what it's going to take to call somebody back. And there's a lookalike to who picked me up in California at 2 years old, a brunette officer, female, that I don't get along with, and I'll run from you. I wanted to talk to who I needed to talk with, and I know there's good and bad, and there's y'all have somebody for everything in your team, and I'm not expecting anything, and I know I could just be dead. We said partners. Even if there is lookalikes that look like TV movie stars, that have a bus driver as the fat guy to the male bitch lesbians, right. Men are able to enjoy ugly each other, no problem. We don't know what's wrong with the female species. And a woman equal to a man that's not in the position to claim that, it's not only a laugh more than anything else, but it makes me wonder what's wrong with my job. And I can't know anything about that unless I'm at the position for you to tell me that. And I know you're going to put this online. I assume Ashley chose the guy who told her that he would charge her for child support for a reason. Exactly. And Spindile might be an Aryan brother coming in as a deputy to check on Laffy, Slipknot, Aryan brother. And they have love and hate, and Ashley has no hate, and you cannot teach it or put it or force it in her life or expect her to respond to it other than destroy it. As a child killing predator circle in childhood that was used by other people without her awareness of it. Ashley, I'm going to find out what they can do as far as symptoms or whatever, because I understand you're considered a priest in your religion, and I consider Kristen Holguin called Ashley before she called the doctor when her daughter, baby Liliana, died. Was that right? Yes. I still don't know why that happened. So things have changed since then. But this is time travel, so anything could have been possible. Or that was our imaginary husband, Raul, who is a no-speaking English Mexican, ex-drug dealer, and a Mexican, and Young and the Restless character actor from our I Magi nation. I'm the magic leader. I created my own nation. All right, Ashley. Are you able to finish pooping? I pooped earlier, no more's coming out. And they can't keep poisoning you from other angles anymore. It's right. I have to be the size and weight that I told you. That's what vampire isolation food group is. It's the same as if Ashley was declared HIV positive and had 7 years to wait to find out whether or not she had AIDS or not, or would survive as a carrier or something else just fine. Holy shit, we'd be waiting to be told we were going to die with AIDS now from what these other people have done. And we know the hospitals are smarter than that. Thanks, Ashley. I'm going to put this on before I'm out of battery. I used my other phone's battery. Please don't drain me. You gave me less than what I freaking whatever already. And I use IV. And I'm still able to get high and tweak off of smoking. But I do have a mephedrone fiance, and I have dual awareness, and if y'all are peeping, it doesn't need to equal what y'all think of whatever. I know. Exactly. All right. The drone was eat herself from these wounds, and somebody took over Ashley's intestines so they could have whatever she was reincarnating, which is not going to happen anymore. Y'all, we're smarter than that, okay? Alright, there's mine. Cotton property. Alright, so this is the one closest to Gator's house. You see how the camera is moving different than the background? Because there's spirit cameras, part of Murder Club, and then there's Ashley's cameras. And lying to a partner in this kind of circumstances with children that are sexable is not going to happen. Not with a handicapped who had traumas, and we know the difference between spirit and brain. But we're not going to live without our spirit because it was our mama teaching us and we know better. And y'all knew better than to black us out when we have permission and have the archangel group protecting us until we have all collected everything. The other side of the law owes us as guilty till proven innocent for 20 years. Is that Chris Angel or a lookalike mixed with lady from Russell? Might possibly be. Press the button, Ashley.